ready to be amazed. Get ready to be transformed. Get ready to believe it is possible. You're entering the growth zone on the Guts and Glory Show with your host, Louise Scott.
Hi guys, welcome to the Guts and Glory Show, a show dedicated to helping you learn just a little more so you can be bigger and better than you were before. In this special episode, we'll take a look back at some of our favorite conversations from previous shows. It's brought to you by 8-Figure Firm Consulting. At 8-Figure Firm, we help law firms take their business from 7 figures to 8 figures by helping lawyers do the parts of the business they hate so that they can make the impacts they love. I remember when I started my career, I was working 70 to 80 hours a week to make partner. After that, I finally started my own firm. I wish I had someone walking me through all the steps to growth. At 8-Figure Firm, we can show you how to develop a business that works for you instead of you working for it. Turn your law firm into a law business by going to 8figurefirm.com. Now, let's listen to parts of some of our favorite episodes. Enjoy.
Diving first into the Pareto principle for the viewers that aren't aware of it, really that concept is about 20% of the inputs yield 80% of the outputs. So if you, and this concept applies to everything from business, marketing, agriculture, like it's kind of a law of the universe, if you will. And so when we apply it to marketing for law firms specifically, if you were to look at the cases that your law firm is generating from your marketing efforts, about 20% of your marketing efforts are driving 80% of your cases, right? And in the context of law firms specifically, there are a few key areas that law firms need to focus on if they want to unlock that 80-20 growth. The first would be budget allocations. So something I commonly see law firms make a lot of mistakes with is they get shiny object syndrome and they think, oh, my competitors are running billboards. I need to run a billboard campaign. Oh, my competitors are running TV ads. I need to run a TV campaign. Those are very top of funnel awareness driving tactics that most law firms, like small to medium sized law firms, should not be dipping their toes in yet until they get a proper foundation in place. The proper foundation would be first advertising digitally, specifically on bottom of funnel tactics. So these are tactics like retargeting campaigns. These are tactics like going after non-brand injury lawyer law firm keywords, optimizing their Google business profiles so that they show up in the local results, and then doing what needs to be done from an SEO perspective so that people can find their sites organically. That's like square one implementation foundation for law firms.
One of the things we teach in finance is money is a tool, not the thing. And so the first thing I tell people, I won't coach you if it's all about the money.
Right.
But I do understand that money is a tool. So what you want to do is you want to exercise your skills, whatever they may be, in a way that gives you the ability to generate income. Now, early in the careers, most people have to generate that income the old-fashioned way, right? It's trading hours for dollars.
Yep.
But what we try and teach people is how can you create passive income streams? How can you become an owner instead of an operator? How can you extract yourself as the talent in your business and be the operator so that your business can either generate passive income or you can sell it?
Right.
And it's worth more because the talent's built into it with standard operating procedures and all of that. That's where the executive coaching model comes in. I understand how to build a company from day one to create a company so that you could sell it. You may never sell it. But if you create a company as if you're planning to sell it, you build everything into the company so it's self-sustaining, not reliant on Dean or Luis.
Right.
And so that it becomes automated. So the more you automate, the faster you automate, the more it becomes a passive income stream, which does what? Gives you more time.
E-commerce in general, if we just look at where it's going and how it's just, obviously the US filled consumerism, right? We're huge, when it comes down to Amazon and all of this, we're buying. And people start to forget about okay, well, you're making money. And I was speaking to someone on a podcast last week about this. It's like you have successful sellers in the US, right? Where it's their side thing. You could be a lawyer, you could be whatever, and you have a successful Amazon business, but it becomes plateauing where it's like, okay, well, what am I going to do next year? Because I'd like to take this to the next level. And historically, people are always thinking of how do I expand my product? I'll just get a new product line. I'll do this, etc. These days, at least how we look at things in our organization is that, but also what markets can I go into outside of the US now? Because Amazon Dubai, for example, started around 2018, 2019. It's like Amazon in the US around 2015, right? There are these markets of which you have stability because you know the platform and they're growing at a rate that is so substantial, but you have the benefit of the fact that you've seen it happen in another market like the US. And to me, that's super, super exciting to be able to always see that we are in the infant stages of e-commerce. Like people don't think that, but we are so early on right now in terms of where it's going and honestly what markets it's going to go into and what platforms are still to come up into place because, everyone thinks Amazon, but you've got your Chinese platforms. There's a bunch of them. I'm not going to name all of them. You have Mercado Libre in Latin America, which is essentially the Amazon of South America, which is huge, right? You have TikTok Shop, social commerce. I mean, I can go on forever. I'll stop there. But I think you get the gist of where I'm going with it. It's big on the global front to me. It's super exciting.
I tell you what, his approach to business is one that we really from day one just immediately aligned with. Because from our standpoint, it's all about systemization. When we figured out that what we were doing with DatBan was very much scalable, we knew that we needed a little help to kind of push through some of the obstacles and challenges that we knew were on the horizon. And the way that Lewis and his whole team has laid out the program has just made it very easy for us as kind of outsiders outside the legal world. It's funny, every time we have a group call or we're at a mastermind conference, it's like we go around the room, make an introduction. It's like lawyer, fan guy, lawyer. It's funny. But yeah, what it's taught me is that good business is good business. And no matter how it's applied or what industry it's applied in, it just makes sense if you do it right and you do it right from the beginning.
You want to create a predictable business, you have to have what I call the foundation. And the foundation of your business is the vision, mission, values, and the standards. Now, this is what's interesting. We have a 3-part system in the 8-figure firm system, and it's the foundation, the intention, and the transformation. And each part has a different subsection of the business, and each part has a different requirement for your business and the actions that you have to take to create this predictability. But if without a foundation, you're not going to be able to really have something big. I'm in a skyscraper right now. I guess this would be considered a mid-level building because it's only it's less than 10 stories. But I'm in a building and I'm on the 9th floor of this building right now. And there is a foundation. There's a strong foundation on this building. And I would be scared to find out if there wasn't a strong foundation because the height of the building is determined by the strength of its foundation. And in the same way, your business will be determined by the strength of your foundation. And your foundation is your vision, mission, values, and service standards. The vision, which is where are you going, the mission, how you're going to accomplish it, the values, what do you expect from your employees in terms of their conduct, and then the service standards, what is the deliverable expectation for your individual clients? Like that is what makes up the foundation of your business.
You've been listening to the Guts and Glory Show. For more and to learn more about Luis, hit the website at luisscottjr.com. For consulting opportunities, hit 8figurefirm.com. That's the number 8figurefirm.com. We hope you've enjoyed the show. Make sure to like, rate, and review, and we'll see you next time on the Guts and Glory Show.